Hello, everyone, and welcome to Chapter 6 and our final episode in the Very Harsh Farming. And I'll explain more on that in just a moment. But let's take stock of where things are at. We're year 21. We're about ready to start trading. Now, food has been coming up. It's still not where I'd like it to be, but it's definitely improving. Tools, of course, are doing well, as is clothing. Health is continuing to be the big issue. And if we look over here on the graph, well, there's the herbs. You could see it's still bouncing all over the place. And food, well, that's logs, I'm sorry. Food, as you see, is definitely coming up. But of course, that could still improve. And then with tools, again, we're doing quite well. Okay, now taking into consideration that we are going to be getting our first trader. Well, actually, I think there might be one on the way already. I guess not. So they should be getting here, though, soon. So we're setting up this coal field over here. But what I'm going to do is take 4 people, 2, 3, 4, off of this and take this building out. There. Because now what we're going to do, well, this is where the coal one was going to be. I'm going to start putting in, and I do want them to take that out fairly quickly, because what I want to do is start setting up my fields here for where crops are going to be going. So let's see. I think I need to run my road from here down to there. Now, did I go past that? Nope, that's fine. Okay. And I'm also going to have to take this one out, aren't I? There's only 2 people on there. So let's take those 2 off. And this building out as well. Now, what else do we have over in here? We've got a hunter. And I think that's about it. Yeah. Okay. So what we're going to do is get this forester built down here as well. And because we've already got some people living out here, so we might as well get this one set up and running full time. Okay, so that's enough for right now. Where are we with our furnace fuel? Well, we're down to 80. So I think I better put someone back onto there. There we go. And let's finally now put the game in motion. And yes, the people are going to be upset because they're not sure where they're supposed to be working and stuff. But we're going to put 4 more people on as builders for right now so we can get these buildings all taken out of here. Well, who's not? Okay, they found their place of work. Okay, game back in motion. Because I want to get these out of here so I could start putting in the crop fields that I'm going to be needing. I think I could put one in, because this is what I want to explain, and this episode might actually run a bit longer if need be. Okay, well, there was a house. I don't remember where those 2 are at. But, and here comes the trader. And what do you have for me? You have seeds. Wonderful. Okay. Now, there is a link down in the description area for where you could look up information about seeds that are available and how some will have problems with growing in this sort of a climate. But let's see. Oh, we have herb seeds. Wonderful. We're buying those for sure. Yes, herb seeds are going to be a little bit tricky, but we could do it. Now let's see how many seeds can we buy here. We could trade all of those. And we're going to trade our 3,000 fish. And all of that furniture. Okay. So we definitely could buy the herbs and one other seed type. Well, there's cherry. But I would rather for the time being stick to, well, that we can't quite get strawberries. Mushrooms are another one we're going to have trouble with. But what about some other, well, we got beetroots. Let's go with the beetroots. Which means we're not going to be giving you quite everything then. Okay, so we need to take off. Well, let's make this 80. And we're overpaying by 10. Okay, so we got to take it down to 79. And you need 12. So let's just give you 12 feathers. There we go. So now we have both herbs and beetroots, which is an excellent start. Let's put the game back in motion. Okay, we're going to put an herb field actually up here as well. Okay, for an herb field, I like to go with a 6x6 field. Well, I'm going to go this way. That's good enough. And let's see, do they have a barn? That's the herb mender. Wonderful. This is going to be right next door. So we're going to give them a road over here. They are going to need a barn. So let's use red ketchup small. Well, let's go with his medium size barn. It's small, not as tiny, his small one, which looks like this. That could slide right in there, and they'll have access on either side. Okay, now this, okay, let's jump around here. Look, okay, this one, whoops, wait a minute. This one is now ready to go. So we're going to put, we can take those 4 people off of there, because we're going to put 4 people on this. There we go. And we've got to open up both of those houses. There we go. And did I select everything there? No, not structures. Resources. Well, I guess I didn't. So there we go. Get all that stuff removed from there. Okay. Now let's put in... Oh, the forester was done too. Whoops. I keep hitting the wrong button. For right now, let's put 2 people on this. There. Now they should start harvesting trees from in here. Now we've missed our growing season for this year. They never put that in either, did they? Get that done. Okay, we've got 1 crop field ready to go. So let's pause the game here. I want to put in another herb field. Like I said, I usually go about with a 6x6. So that is going to get me 2 herb fields. And I'm going to be putting 2 people on there, but I'm not going to have them pick up the harvest. Okay, this is my general rules. Keep field sizes small, the number of farmers high, and do not have the farmers pick the harvest up. Let the laborers do it because you've got a very small window of growing, well, of harvesting. So you need to get that crop harvested as quickly as you can. It could sit on the ground for a short time before it will, well, rot or whatever it is it does. Now that's a small, tiny barn right there. I think I will put in one of Red Ketchup's bigger barns. Well, that's his normal one. It does look a little different than the one that comes with that. So let's put that one right there. So we've got a much bigger barn. That's the other thing you need to do is you need to keep your farmers, of course, living close by, and you need to have a barn very close by for them to get that crop into. So let's put in, well, we're going to put a road around this barn this way. And then we're going to come down here with another crop field. This one will be for our beetroots. Now for this, I'm going to go with an 11 by 11, which is a little bit bigger. But that's okay. Again, I don't make them huge because you're never going to get them harvested if you do them really big. So now I wanted to come up here because I think we need to put some more houses up in here too. So let's see. I'm gonna keep sticking with these dock houses because we've got lots of wood. Okay, so we're gonna put in one house there and a house. Well, I only need one, really, for the herb field. Not sure if I'm gonna put more I suppose I could put in a couple more crop fields, like another beetroot one. Let's go back here then. Okay, so then we are gonna need, not that I'm gonna build it right away. Where is that? Okay, that's right there. Pause the game for a sec. And let's get our road around this side and there. And then we're going to put in another one, which is going to be for our beetroots, which is going to be an 11 by 11. Whoops, let's see. There we go. So there, we're going to have 2 beetroot fields quite soon. And you'll notice I am not putting them anywhere near each other because that will help reduce the risk. Well, if there is an infestation, that things will recover. Oh, I need to take those coats out because we're running low on coats. We can't trade those. Okay, well, we've got potatoes. I really was kind of hoping for a grain type, but I don't see one. So I think I am going to let you go, and we'll come wait for the next one to come around. Okay, so we're at the 15-minute mark. We're into autumn. Okay, where was this house? So this was out here by our mining. Oh, and we've had a house catch on fire right over here. Oh, and I didn't put a well real close by, did I? Oh, that's my bad. They are going right over there to that creek bed. But I'm afraid this other house is probably going to go up. It's going to take them just too long. But if I build a well over here, they're not going to want to run over to it. They'll still want to run back there. Well, I know there's a well right there. Let's take this one, whoops, this one out. And we're going to put one right here. And then one over here. There. See, I knew the other one was going to catch on fire. And somebody's cold. Okay, so that one's going to get rebuilt. Come on, people, get this one. This should be it. There shouldn't be anything else over here for them to catch on fire. So, yeah. Okay. Let's get those taken care of. And bump our speed back up. So let's put a few more people on as builders for right now. Simply so we could get these things done. Here comes this one. Yes, we keep having people die of old age, I know. I think the first one that died, well, there's another one that died. Houses do open up when some people die, so. Which is a good thing. Now, wait a minute. And we've got another house on fire. Now this one does have a well right next to it. So that should mean I will only lose the house. And bump our speed back up. Now come on, you folks. Let's be a little bit more cautious here. Okay, there's that house done. And I'm gonna take 4 of those builders off. Now you have deer, sheep. I wonder, can I buy the sheep? Well, let's see. Let's see. Yes. I guess we can get those sheep. So, there we go. Now, put the game back in motion. Now, pastures. Let me see. This is the barn, right? That's one field there. This is the other field. Well, actually, let's just take this one out now. And take that bit of road out. So let's put in, I usually use the fenceless one, and I usually do not worry about putting fences on them. Now, pastures, yes, you could go a bit bigger. They don't seem to take as much as of an impact. But again, I still don't like to make them very big. And let's put a rush on that one as well, so that we could get our sheep in there. Yes, I know, I hear you, sheep. You're cold. How are we doing down here with our coal field? It does not look like you're anywhere near ready to harvest anything there. Still haven't got all these trees cleared out either. Well, how many people do we have on this sawmill? I think we're going to have to bump that up to the 3. There we go. Now where's this field? Now, this one's up here. Yeah, let's go ahead get the beetroots going. And we're gonna put 3 people on there, and yes, turn off the pickup. So that means we've gotta open up this other house here. Where is that? This one? Or is it this one? It's this one. Okay. There we go. Got an awful lot of houses in the process of being built. But let's keep going. Looks like they've got it pretty much cut down. Well, no, they're still not done cutting it down. They're working on it. But you see, we've got our 2 people working here on our herbs. So we're going to have 1 field of beetroots, our sheep going here, and yes, I know they will very quickly fill up this pen, but that's fine, because then I'll start getting mutton and so forth from them as well. So 1 more There we go. And there's another trader. Let's see. You should have seeds. Yes. And I don't think I've got any money to buy anything, and darn it. There's corn. Hemp. Well, alright. I'm gonna have to wait for you to come around again. I know the sheep. I know you. I hear you, sheep. Honest. You want a pen. We're working on it. There we go. So we should have our sheep in here pretty soon. I'm not that worried about housing out in here for this because I had all those people on that gatherer and on that forester. So I had a bunch of people over here available. I hope, that is. Okay, there we go. Now this is going to be sheep, and we're going to put 2 people to work on that. And dry goods. Okay. Let's bump our dry goods amount up. There we go. Now, where are my people living? Wow. That's odd. Well, that's not too bad, but I'm gonna have to put... I guess I am gonna have to build some more houses out in here. So let's put... 1... Well, let's see. Here come my sheep. Let's put a house... Yeah, right there. Now this one, let's see, they got 74 so far. With this one, they're still harvesting. I'm hoping we're going to get at least 100 from each one of these. Where's my farmers? Get those rest of those harvested. Alright, we'll have to come back to that. Let's look. Okay, now this time you've got some sort of a grain. Well, you got cotton. I wasn't gonna do cotton, really. Although it would be a great seed to have. But I don't see any grain. Okay. Bye. We're at the 30-minute mark. And see, here comes the snow. And you have not got this stuff up off the ground. So come on. Get busy getting that picked up. You're still down here trying to clear this out. That's where all my laborers are at. And I want them up here grabbing this stuff and get it into storage. There we go. Okay, now how much... Let's pause. This one, we got 86 out of that one. And this one, we got 104. So yes, it'll be each one's going to be producing about 100 herbs. Now look at all those beetroots that are sitting on the ground. Let's get those picked up, folks. And I think I'm gonna need, well, I put one there. See, they gotta run all that way. So I think I'm gonna put another barn. Let's just use the same one. Yeah, it was this one. Put that over here. So that way they don't have. Now this one produced 776 beetroots, which is not bad. So we're going to put in another beetroot field over in here. Because we're only going to be getting wool from this for a short time. Not too long. We'll start getting more from that. Let's see if I've got room to put in another. Well, it's a 10. Go by 10 by 10 then. This will be a beetroot field. And hopefully we're going to get cut off with some of these houses. Now, are you producing coal yet? Not yet, but it looks like you finally have your area clear. So hopefully pretty soon you're going to be making us coal. And okay. Let's hope for a grain type. Well, we got flax. Ah, we got rye. We have rye seeds. Hopefully, we're going to be able to buy those. So we're going to give you our fish. And I think this is going to be our last fish we're going to be trading. Yeah, we're paying way too much. Take them out completely. So what we need to trade are 1756 there. Now we have rye. And we're going to take this fish out that's in here because our food situation is dropping, which I don't care for. So I think I will make this one rye as soon as they get that one ready to go. So this one's going to be rye. I think I will put still 3 people on there. 1, 2, 3, and yes. There. So now I need to put in another beetroot field over in here. Well, I suppose we could put in one right there like that. Okay. Now up here, let's see, this one was going to be that's our beetroots. Getting some of these houses built finally. I think I could put another one right in here. It could be for rye. Let's see, how big is this? Oh, it's a 12. So let's just go 8 wide. There. There we go. There's another one built. Oh. Okay, and I don't have enough people. Where is this one? This one was going to be the beetroots. And I want to put 3 people on there, but I don't have people to do it. But I should have them before they're ready to harvest. This one's going to be rye. And I want 3 people eventually to be on both of those. We need 6 people to go in there, but at least we can get their seeds planted. And then we can harvest. We should have 6 people. By the time we get to harvest time. So let's put in, we are going to need some more houses. So let's toss in, and I think that I will end it here after this year's growing season. So we'll have 2 years to look at and evaluate so far as food production is going. So we've got 2 available we could put on there. So we need just 1 more, well, 2 more. Let's go ahead and build that one as well. Okay. So, and we're going to put another house. Let's see. Two more in there. And we're going to put a well there. Okay. So there's our 2 people we need. So there, we've got everyone on there. Now, I don't think I'm going to be buying anything else just now. No. Wouldn't mind buying the chickens, but like I said, I'm thinking this is going to be the end of the episode when this year gets done. So they got that. We're out of iron? I love how that looks, don't you? Really neat. Because I'm hoping our food is going to be picking up here. Whoops. Now why did we get an older person into there? you go. How are we doing with our sheep? Yeah, see, the pen is full. So now we're going to start getting not just wool, but also mutton and so forth from there. And here we are in autumn. You notice that these fields are already pretty much clear. And the same up in here. Very good. So as you can see, even though we might lose a little bit because of the harsh climate, this strategy is working. So let's do a quick review. We're going to pause and we're going to start looking at totals. Now this one was our second year, and you see we're consistently doing right around 775. Excellent. This one, we got another 105 from that one. And this one, with its first year, we got 351. Okay, now back over here with this one. These. This one, we got 579. Not quite as good, but I think that's because we're still trying to get our farmers living out here. Yeah, see? They're not exactly... This one's better. But we're going to have to put more houses, I guess, if we wanted to keep going with this. But, okay, this one we did get 108 now with that one. So look at the herb amounts coming up. Isn't that great? And that means health is coming up. And rye, we got 251 from there. So, that is where I think I will be ending this episode, because I have pretty much demonstrated that this is successful. No, you don't get the yields you get with better climates, but you get a fair amount. But this has a pretty viable startup here, and all we have to do now is keep going, getting our better tools going, and so forth if we were to continue with this. So, but I do thank you all for watching, and I am definitely keeping the Water World episode series going because that is just proving to be so much fun. And I'll hope that jeez, listen to my language. Horrible, horrible, horrible. Ah, but anyway, if you haven't been watching that, I hope you'll join me over there. So, thanks for watching, and I hope you've enjoyed this and found it helpful. Bye for now.